continue on with this Kiyoshi Kurosawa double pack from Masters of Cinema. We have Cloud, which is number 338 in the Masters of Cinema series. Now, this is more like the Kurosawa I know. There feels as though there's a little elements of maybe cure just a little bit with the atmosphere. Definitely creepy, which leans into this one. And it's all about a quiet online reseller who buys cheap goods, he flips them for a profit, and he tries to keep himself isolated and distant from any kind of friends, buyers, or basically responsibility that he has. But throughout the film, you start to see these small, seemingly trivial deals or online interactions begin to curdle his carefully managed anonymity as it starts to collapse.
買いたい人がいれば売れる。それで終わりだ。
本物か偽物かは関係ないってことですね。
そうなんだよ。それを確かめる前に手放す。あっという間に売ってしまう。
And what begins is a man trying to get ahead turns into paranoia, fear, and the creeping sense that something or someone is closing in. I love this one right from the start. You get to meet this horrible main character, someone that will undercut someone to make a vast profit and have absolutely no guilt about it. Someone who will sell counterfeit goods and just not care. He is blazing his trail across the internet, and there is no guilt or any feelings whatsoever. It's all about profit. It's all about making more and moving on. It's a character that's really hard to attune to. He's cold, he's withdrawn, he is focused on one thing and one thing alone, and anything that gets in his way is just, it's unnecessary and something he's not interested in. It's a great performance and it's a great character. You know, it's not often you get a main character where you just don't like him. Everything he does is about using people and taking what he wants as an advantage, and he makes no qualms about that. And I think that made it an interesting watch. And for the first half of the film, you really get to see this character. You get to see his business. You get to see the interactions that he has, how he is cool and closed off in certain people. Even his partner, he's not particularly warm or loving to. When there's somebody in his life who really tries to learn, he just instantly shuts that and pushes him away. It's this character isolating himself, not giving himself any support network round about him. He's just focused on making money, moving out of the big city into a small town and setting up his own kind of house and business.
もうそのうち戻ってくる。あいつ他に行くところなんかないし。
The second half of the film is where it turns into something rather different, where we have a group of disgruntled people against this seller for one reason or another, band together and decide that they are going to hunt him down and make him pay one way or another. And that's where it changes into something that's far more impactful immediately. But as a viewer, you understand why these people are so vengeful, and you can understand why they want to get to the bottom of someone who disrupted their lives. So it's fun in a Kurosawa way. You know, it's restrained, it's chilly, it's unnervingly patient with aspects of it, rather than leaning into overt horror. It lets the sort of anxiety steep into the film itself through negative space, awkward silences, empty rooms, and digital interactions that seem almost stripped of humanity. It's taking all the personality out of the interactions and reducing them to the base emotions, which is a really kind of fun element of it as well. There's also that aspect of online violence where people without any kind of structure or rules decide that they can rally each other, that they can become vengeance themselves just because they feel slighted online. Something that's very prevalent and something that you can see online in almost any form.
お前は全く自覚してないのか？誰ですかあなた？会ったこともない人間だよ。
I really liked Cloud, and for me it was the better of these two films. Almost instantly I was drawn into the measured pace, to the interesting characters, to the situation that was slowly building, wondering where it was going to go and how it was going to pay off. And to be honest, I really enjoyed this one a lot, and something I would recommend. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Cloud. We have the film with DTS HD 5.1, with LPCM 2.0, and an audio commentary by Jonathan Root. The only other thing on this disc is a trailer. A little bit disappointing considering it's a recent movie. I thought there would have been a little bit more. That's the extras for Cloud. So there we have it. Cloud, my favourite of these two films, and one I would definitely go back to and watch again. Feels similar in tone to Creepy, Pulse, Cure, those kind of films. And yeah, one that I would thoroughly recommend. I would love to know your thoughts on Cloud if you've seen it. Let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, feel somewhere in the middle, or if you have any insight to it, let me know in the comment box as well. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box, the links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.